My name is Candy Gallant. I am the founder of PEI Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation Incorporated. I think I was born into caring for wildlife. It's just been a natural given for me. I was in grade 1. So I was pretty little. And we lived in Kingston. And I went to bed at 8 o'clock, and around 11:30, I got woken by my mom saying, "Get up, get up, get up." And I thought, God, the house is on fire. I panicked. And she said, "Just shh." And we got in my pajamas, and she made me put my rubber boots on. And my mom was a good mom, but a tough mom. And she said, "Follow me." And we went out of our house and into the yard. And she said, "Climb over that fence, go over and get in that pond and take those turtles." And I just was, what? And went over and got into the pond, which was up to my waist, and caught 2 turtles and took them out, passed them to my mom, and she said, "Good, come on back now." And I came back and said, "Why did we steal the neighbor's turtles?" And she said, "Because those are not their turtles. They got them out of the pond way down the road. They're not supposed to be here. They're wild. They kept them. They're not happy. Look at the poor little things." And we all walked way down the road in our pajamas at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning and released turtles. And they were very happy to go back in their pond where they belonged.
Special delivery.
Yeah, thank you. All right, you can put them right on the floor.
Oh, yeah, you're not feeling very
Doesn't
good.
look too good, no.
You've got neurological issues. All right. My sweetheart. I know, it's okay. You're okay. You're okay. Hello. Your head's on, Mom.
You may come out of that, you know. So this guy's got some swelling around his brain. You can actually feel it. And he was attacked by crows, but I have a feeling he was a window strike bird. And the crows took advantage of a half unconscious bird. And that's about all I ever do with them when I first get them, because it's really hard on them. He can hold on with both feet. That's a good sign. We may end up putting a tape canister on him to keep his head straight. That's how you're supposed to be. Half of the healing for these guys is to just literally leave them alone and let them accommodate themselves. Problem with moving cages every single day is you forget what you've moved where, and you can't get into a cage. But once in a while I have it. Thank you. Not that big nest.
Yeah.
This is not a toy.
All right, bud.
Take this. Yeah, you're not helping.
All right. You're gonna stay. You probably will flip out of that, so we'll make him a better, tighter nest to try to keep him upright. Maryrose. She's been a godsend, and she's now got her name on my permit. So I can die tomorrow and there'll still be a wildlife permit. Put him on there because I know this guy's more lively. Maryrose is Maryrose, but her nickname is Got 'em. Because I call Maryrose, or I text her and I say, "You've got a crow," and within about 10 minutes she says, "Yep," and then about 10 minutes later I have got 'em. But it's quite funny. So she's become my got 'em girl. You all right? I know. I knew that one wasn't gonna work. Oh, there. You're okay. I know. You're okay. You're gonna go in a bigger cage. You're gonna finish growing your tail, and then we can let you go back where you came from. Yeah. Hey, he's in nice shape. For not having any tail feathers, he's done very well.
Yeah.
One problem with our cages that I'm hoping to rectify when we build our new cages is they won't have bars like these. They'll all be squares, small squares, so that the bird's feathers don't get mangled. Look, you guys got great toes. You're right, I don't think he sees. He definitely does in this one. That's you.
Yeah, just the way he held his head, it seemed like he was favoring one side.
Yeah. I'll check him with a bright light in his eye. But he looks good, because it did look awful when you first got him. It was closed and swollen looking, so thank you, Maryrose. Yeah. Good job. One for the guy that can fly and get around, and one for the guy that's on the floor. All right. And fortunately, if I ever get a facility, I will have places for my food instead of having to go from room to room and remember where I put what food. So that's a really good sign when they actually have a drink and they eat. It tells me that he wants to live. Wildlife amazes me, because yesterday this bird was probably perfectly healthy. And he's gone through the trauma of being hit by a car or whatever happened to him, attacked by crows, picked up by a human, picked up by another human, kept in a cage all night last night, brought in a car down here for an hour and a half, mauled by me, put into this big cage in a new place with a cat around, and he's eating and drinking. It's like, it amazes me, the will to live that some animals have. It's what makes me do what I do. And he can turn his head right side up when he's eating, so I have a feeling his neurological issues will be gone in a day or two. So he may only be a 2 or 3 day visitor. Sometimes we get animals in that just don't want to live anymore. They just lay there, they're dispassionate, they have no interest in anything around them. And most of the time those birds are dying. It's usually caused because somebody's handled them a lot, haven't put them in a dark box in a quiet spot for the night. If this fellow had just come to me, he wouldn't be sitting here eating. He spent the night at Maryrose's in a dark, quiet spot. And he got over that panic. That would have been Jagger.
I'm glad the bird was out of it.
I am glad the bird was out of that too. I was going to put that cage on the floor and I should have. So this is my animal freezer. And it's a really hodgepodge of things that come. Some of these are frozen raw dog food that came from pet shops. I always have about 300 mice because I never know when I'm going to get something that needs to eat raw meat. And they don't always think this is food. I have milk for squirrels. I have all kinds of medicine for other animals. I have fish in case I get an eagle or a fish-eating bird. Some of it was sea bass that was caught by a fisherman up in Tignish, who actually brought me a cormorant and brought me about 75 pounds of fish. I'm proud of my fridge and kind of mortified by it at the same time. But thank God for it, because it used to be that I shared my fridge with dead animals in it, and that was not really nice if I asked someone to get into my freezer and they found a bunch of dead mice or a dead bird or whatever happened to be in there. So yeah, a lot of friends won't go near my fridge. I moved here in 72. Obviously did not have a wildlife license because I didn't know that was what I was going to do until the vets called me with a wild bird. And I believe that year was the first year I went to the Department of Wildlife and asked to get a permit and got told there was no such thing. For 58 years I applied for and did not get a permit because there was not such a thing. Atlantic Vet College was giving me animals because they weren't able to keep baby animals alive, and they knew I could because I had a reputation built. And the Department of Wildlife kind of ignored me because I wasn't getting in trouble and they knew I was releasing animals. Until I had a snowy owl. The lady who had seen the snowy owl wanted me to tell the world about it. And I thought, okay, it's a snowy owl, it's really cool, it's only going to be here for a few days. I'll take videos of it and put it on my Facebook page. And 2 days later, had the Department of Wildlife and the federal conservation officers arrive at my house. And they took away the owl. Unfortunately, they euthanized the owl, who was pretty well ready to get released. It just needed a few days of food. It was on a migration route, and it was hungry. But through me being open about it, them taking away the bird, which really upset me, I became very verbal and very public, and within a month I was getting meetings with Department of Wildlife, and I got a permit. And that's something to crow about, because for 58 years I waited.
So, one starling call turned into two.
Yep.
I went and picked up the starling that was in the basement.
Yes.